Let's go to Pule Jones, who's outside court while Lindelo Masigane is inside listening to proceedings. Pule, can you give us an update on what people are telling you outside there? I know that you might not know exactly what's happening inside court, but what are people hoping to find out?
Definitely, people are hoping to get an outcome to the sentencing, of course. And I've been outside court, just like you've mentioned. I've been joined by some of the NGOs which are in solidarity with the family of the late Tshegofatso Pule, of course, against the pandemic of gender-based violence. I'm also joined by other family members who are just witness to just went inside as well, and we've also just established that there's been an issue of connectivity inside the courts, and therefore this means we cannot get immediate reaction as to following the proceedings, but perhaps what we can do is speak to some of the guests who we have lined up here just to get some sort of reaction and a sense of feeling to the proceedings that have been ongoing thus far. I'm just going to try to grab one of these ladies here on the right hand side. Maybe if you can talk to us as it is right now. So we're still waiting for the outcome of the sentencing as well. As a group here, which is in solidarity with the family and against GBV, how are you feeling thus far?
Okwamanje ngingasho ukuthi asikho happy ngoba lento lena seloku silinde from 2020 iqala lento lena and sekuzoku 2022 sisalindele ukuthi ini angazi ukuthi yini le engaka efanele ukuthi ngabe iyadonswa idrekwe kangaka ukuthi size sifikelele esiphethweni sokuthi uyagwetshwa lo muntu siphele siqede ngayo, and then sifuna nokuthi ngathi kungazama ukulungiswa ezinye izinto according to justice system yethu. Ungathi somehow iyasfaila when it comes to ama cases awe GBV, because every day sikhala ngento eyi-one. And
so you're saying there should be like special courts dealing with these cases to make sure
ngathi singayenzelwa eyethu icourt la kuzodilwa khona ngezinto zama GBV, and nakhona nomthetho ngathi lama amendments lanka amaningi lanka ngathi angazama ukuncishiswa sibe nento eyi-one, sime egameni eliyi-one ukuthi uyabulalwa uyagwetshwa siphele ngawe wazi ukuthi nje si right thina ezumphakathi, and so that mhlambe nalaba abasazama abasaqabanga ukuthi bafuna ukukwenza lokho bacabanga kathuka u3 ukuthi if I do this nami kuzoyenzeka lokho kwenzakala kimi. So that's why sisho ukuthi abasinike umthetho oqinile sikhathele enough is enough singabomama sizwile.
Okay, maybe just don't go. I'm going to bring in Obab Baloy from Soweto Parliament. Masego, who's joining us here as well. So basically, Mewala about Tabang, she's saying there should be a court looking into this matter to fast track some of these cases. But most importantly, while they're confident in government, they believe that there seems to be like a lack of urgency to deal with these matters as well. As Soweto Parliament, is this something you agree with? Particularly because we were with Begite and just a few weeks ago in Soweto, who said they will be enrolling programs that look into GBV, but it's still a concern for many.
I mean, we live under promises. It's been promises and promises and promises. Women are dying like flies, men are doing cruel things, people are shooting each other, and we don't see any law taking place, to be honest with you. I mean, for instance, after Tshegofatso, how many women have you seen being slaughtered like animals by men? Do you understand? How many have you seen? I mean, I'm a father, I have a daughter that I love more than anything. Trust me, I don't think something like this, if it will happen to my daughter, I would go to the cops. For what? I know the justice system will fail me. I'm telling you, you can find out that Karabo can go to outside of Shoba, the guy Shoba. He can go out of there having something like about 15 years for killing 2 souls. Do you understand? So our justice system is failing us. What I will say, and I will say it on air, really we need to have death penalty. It must be brought back. There is no discipline in our country. Our own people, they don't respect the law. Our officials, they're not implementing the law. Nobody, foreigners, whoever. It's a banana country. Everybody does the same. Let me say something. He's going to be penalized, Shoba. But trust me, I'm telling you, another man is going to kill another woman the very same way or better than this one. Do you understand?
So I guess the issue of death penalty is something maybe the Department of Justice may have to look into to see if it will be permitted into the country, see if it may work. But I want to touch on the issue of family members who are also saying that they're of the view that while Shoba may be sentenced, he may be released earlier. Are these some of the views you also share?
Yes, I'm telling you, something like this will happen. Trust me. He's going to say something like about 10 years and is out for killing 2 souls. Do you understand? Hence, let me tell you something. Go to Botswana, my man. Go and kill somebody in Botswana. You gone. Do you understand? In the United States, the very same thing. I'm saying let's put discipline in our country. Do you understand? It has to come back. Because I'm telling you, and like I'm saying to you, after this Tshegofatso case, another man is going to kill another woman. Bet more than this, do you understand? And then he's going to get another 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, and he'll be out. Like you say, he'll be out in 5 to 10 years. He'll be out.
So you're calling for tighter measures?
Yeah, tighter measures, not especially death penalty. Let it come back.
Okay, maybe just before, thank you, Maloy, before you go, ma'am, what is the outcome? What are you hoping for in terms of the sentencing that will actually bring some sort of hope in terms of believing that, the justice does work?
Sifuna life. 10 is enough. It's right.
He must rot in jail. He must just rot in jail. I'm telling you, he must just rot. He doesn't deserve 1 or 2 life sentences. He must just rot in jail. He must never come out. He doesn't deserve to. He did this for what? For money. To impress his woman. But he's an honest man. That's why he killed this girl. Because of he's an honest man. Because of that woman has money. No, that's totally wrong.
Thank you very much for joining us on BNC, and thanks to Sponakele. Those are some of the views we're getting here outside the Johannesburg High Court, Masego. Perhaps maybe if I can just step out of shot again so you can see the visuals coming from here. These are some of the groups that have gathered here, of course, being the Gender-Based Violence Brigade under the Gauteng government rather, and of course they are joined by Soweto Parliament, and they're also joined by a group of party members from the EFF. Quite clear in what they want, saying that Shoba should get life sentence and that there should be some sort of justice that looks into this, but also we're saying that there should be a call on death penalty, which I, in my view, believe that's something the Department of Justice may look into and see what they can do about that.
All right, Pule Jones outside the High Court in Johannesburg with that report. Let's leave it there.